most important thing about this NOFA is that it confirms that we as a homeless services community know what works to end homelessness. And this NOFA really to a new level. This NOFA takes to a new level the idea that communities that are doing what works to end homelessness are going to get rewarded, they're going to get higher scores. And this is a chance for communities to embrace what they're doing, to use the NOFA as a way to sort of show off and talk about the great stuff they're doing. And at the same time, to take a serious look at what needs to be better and to fix that to the extent they can by the time the NOFA is due, or else make long-term plans for doing it, because there will be another NOFA next year. I think one interesting thing is that the different population groups that have been called out in the opening doors plan, families with kids, unaccompanied youth, veterans, and people experiencing chronic homelessness, people with disabilities. They're all treated equally, and what that means is each community is expected to have a serious plan and a serious strategy for ending homelessness for each of those groups, and really being able to show how they're going to use the continuum of care resources to move forward with that. So one of the important things for communities to do, if they haven't done it already, but definitely as part of their process of putting the NOFA together, is to look very carefully at each of the programs in the community to see how many people are getting housed for the amount of money they're spending. I mean, that's the basic calculation. And of course, you got to take into account if some programs are serving harder to serve people. A program that focuses on chronically homeless people is not going to be comparable to one that doesn't. But in general, for each of those programs, really look at where you're getting the best results, where homeless people are getting the best results for the money, and make sure that those are the programs you're focusing on, those are the programs you're prioritizing and renewing. And programs that aren't doing very well, then there's communities are going to need to make tough decisions about those programs. And in many cases, the right thing to do is going to be to reallocate that money to more effective program models. So one specific thing about this NOFA is it's another step in the direction of a long-term trend of HUD focusing more and more on system-wide performance. How well is the whole community doing at getting homeless people housed quickly, keeping them housed stably, helping them improve their earnings so they can afford to stay in housing for a long time. We're not to the stage where with this NOFA where communities are being judged on how well they're doing on those performance measures. That will come, but it's not here yet. Maybe next year, maybe the year after, but this year there's definitely a focus on the ability of communities to monitor those things, to be able to say how well they're doing, to be able to show what their data is around those indicators. And it's going to be very important for communities to make sure they have the capacity to measure those things community-wide and to be able to report on that data. Biggest message that comes through from this NOFA is that this is a move toward what communities need to be doing in order to end homelessness. HUD is asking communities to do certain things to get the best possible score on this. The things HUD is measuring are what communities need to be doing to get good results. We're hoping that communities will embrace the process of this NOFA, use it to really look at themselves. What are we doing really well now? What do we need to be doing better? And then we'll make those changes in order to be able to report that on the NOFA to get the best possible scores.